Well, 6 to 8 quarters, that's 18 months to 2 years for us non-business types. Isn't that much time at all, actually? Especially when you see the lifespan of a tech company has shortened dramatically over time. Chris Brown looks at why that's happened.
Keeping the world's mightiest corporations on the right course can be a lot like trying to steer a big ship, says one of Vancouver's top turnaround specialists.
It's not going to turn in 30 seconds or even a minute. It's going to take 15 or 20 minutes.
David Bowers says it requires a lot of corporate long-term thinking, which he believes often gets traded for immediate profits.
I think too many companies are focused very much on maintaining the stock price, and sometimes it's at the cost of investing for the future.
The lifespan of big corporations is definitely shrinking. A Yale University study has noted that in 1958, a Fortune 500 company could expect to stay on the world's elite corporations list for over 60 years. Now it's down to less than 15 years. While names like Google and Amazon have been added in the last decade, big ones like Kodak, Enron, and Nortel have faded to black. At that rate, you'd expect 3/4 of the 11 iconic Canadian companies now on the list, including financial service providers, manufacturers, energy companies, and others, to make an exit. Survivability, says this management expert, turns on an ability to innovate.
Over the last 40 years, we've had much more entrepreneurship, much more venture capital. So you've got all these young, fierce companies that are coming in, so something has to give.
There are, of course, some standouts. Apple is one of the most celebrated stories of corporate survivability. Professor Hellman likes IBM for the way it transformed from making just computers into offering many high-tech services.
What they've maintained is a tradition of excellence, but the actual businesses that they're building and that they're in today are vastly different from what it was 20 years ago or 40 years ago.
There's no proof that longevity somehow makes a company stronger. If anything, it's the opposite. The experts say the cycle of new startups unseating the old-timers is a sign of a healthy marketplace. Chris Brown, CBC News, Vancouver.